Good evening, good evening, good evening. DoggieDiamondsNoFilter.com is the website. Make sure you log on, put your email in there so you can be a part of this email blast. I've seen many of you have implemented your email in there. I appreciate you. Also, you can shop on there too. Make sure you support all my gear. Got some new gear coming, got some new slogans coming. You know, a lot of stuff that I say is going to be made into shirts. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Shop.doggiediamondstv.com also is the website, but you can go on doggiediamondsnofilter.com, see everything, where I'm at on TikTok, all social media. I need my Twitter numbers up too. If you have a Twitter, follow me on Twitter. If you have an Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I have 3. I have Doggie Diamonds, I have Doggie Diamonds TV, which I don't operate, and I have the Interlude TV, which I don't operate as well. I operate Doggie Diamonds, but the other ones are just Instagrams that just, for the content. So if you missed it here, you might want to go there. Also, for only $100, I'll promote your content on my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, Threads, and Doggie Diamonds No Filter. Now, also, you get 2 YouTube communities when I do promo for you. 2 YouTube communities now. Also, make sure you hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Let's go. Let's see if this works. Nope, don't want to work. It wasn't a free right here. The music just comes in when it feels like it. You see that? See, I like it, but the music just doesn't want to play when I want it to play. So let me see something. See, look at that. You see that? Look how disrespectful that was. That was disrespectful. Let's try this again. This is just downright disrespectful. Oh, there you go. I gotta get some water. I'm thirsty. I'm drinking these BCAAs and I'm drinking a lemon flavor and it's just mad sour. So I'm kind of lemoned out right now. So hold on, I'll be right back. Him back. All right, stop. What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. It's late. I should have got on here earlier, but just working on a whole bunch of graphics and stuff like that. Just gearing up for next phase 2 of a lot of the things that I'm doing. I was supposed to put a white background on here because I don't like it too dark, because sometimes it doesn't really radiate right. And then when I click one of these right here, this is the brightness that I want, but being that this is so dark, I just got to rely on these bright lights, and it's, it does a lot. So yeah, and then when I go to that, I can't see y'all. So that's what's happening with that, man. Hopefully y'all tuning in. Hopefully y'all with me. I got a lot of I want to say tonight. Well, I'm setting up the Rumble too. That's what I've been doing. Getting a Rumble together. So I was working on that as well. So I'm on Rumble. YouTube.com, the Interlude TV. You should already be subscribed over there. A lot of content going out soon. I promise you. I'm working. That's all I ever do is work on stuff. So that's what I've been doing, is working out and working, right? Don't be like me, though. Don't get up like 4 a.m. and decide you want to eat like 2-3 protein bars. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Keep your ass asleep. Don't get up like me and want to eat protein bars and eating watermelon all day. Don't be like me. Just don't be like me. But anyway, so Jay-Z responded. He did an interview with Gayle King. Gayle King interviews are um her interviews are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Her interviews are stiff, right? It's like very I don't know how to I don't know how to emulate it or articulate it, but her interviews are just stiff to me. Just something about the way she convey her questions is just, I don't know. I don't know. Something is just it's like Oprah light a little bit, but just something about it. Everything she says to me, she could ask you a regular question and it just comes off very I don't know, it just always seems condescending to me. Just something about, I think, her past, just something about, I don't know, just something about her, just, I don't know, it bothers me. It just never it never seems authentic to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, something about it's just always like a loaded question, and just always, just something about it. I don't know. She's just, I don't know. I don't like Gayle. And it's funny. I have an issue sometimes when people do interviews because of who they are, and they get to do interviews because of who they are, but not because they are, not because it's good. Like, she gets the guest because she's Gayle, but when you watch it, you be like, nah, I'm good. So she asked Jay-Z, and this is how people are in tune with the internet. This is how people watch stuff. So as you do things on the internet and you carry yourself a certain way, you think it's not being seen and heard, but it is. So whoever made the meme of Jay-Z, would you take $500,000, or would you go to dinner with him? It reached that level. CBS in the morning, right? And then she asked him, and he said, "Take the money." Like, duh. But it's I don't know. It's a little different because I thought about it. I'm like, 500,000 is a lot of money. But what if you had dinner with him and you closed the deal for $2 million? So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's it depends on what you when you it depends on what the, if it's a business dinner. Because first of all, I'm not going out with dinner with nobody. Like, I ain't going out with dinner with no dude anyway, right? We could be somewhere, but it's like, it just sounds to dinner with Jay-Z. I'm like, dinner with Jay-Z? I ain't no chick, and he ain't no chick. So what we going to dinner for? But if it's a dinner, business dinner, that's something different, right? It's a business dinner. So I don't know. I think people would take the money. I think people, when it comes to money, I think sometimes we see the money, we spend the money mentally, and we go there, but sometimes the money is the answer, but not always the answer, because sometimes it could be something greater than just taking the money. For example, I remember 50 Cent said his situation with Bangum Smurf, he offered him money or points on the album. He took his money, when the points eventually end up being way worth more than the money. So sometimes you could take the money, and no matter how big the money sounds, it's short. And many people don't always take the money. Many people get offered deals in situations, and they don't always take the money because there's other things you could do. So I said, if you are going to a business dinner with Jay-Z, or you going to Jay-Z, you going to discuss business or close out something, yeah, but just 500,000, like, But then he had a sly answer. He was like, just go buy the albums. I gave you the blueprint already. You didn't give, listen, respectfully, that you didn't give nobody the money. There wasn't Shy Money XL. It was Bangum Smurf. It was Bangum Smurf also. It was Bangum Smurf. It was Shy Money XL, and it was Bangum Smurf. Bangum Smurf and 50 Cent had a company together. Do your research. Bangum Smurf and 50 Cent had a company together. He said, you're going to take the money, or you're going to be a part of the album. 50, anyway. So if I pull up, all right, let's make a Cash App bet. If I pull up the situation with Smurf that I'm talking about, will y'all all send me some bread right now? Because I'm telling you, it was Smurf. It was Shy Money XL also, but it was Smurf. Remember, he bought Smurf out in the beginning. Smurf was supposed to have been a part of everything. Him and Smurf was partners. He bought Smurf out. I'm not going to just sit here and just shoot from the hip. He bought Smurf out. Smurf was supposed to have been a part of everything, but Smurf took the money. Instead of being a part of everything, he just bought Smurf out. Smurf was like, give me my money. So it was both of them. So we're both right. But you can't say it was Shy Money XL, not Smurf. No, it was Shy Money XL and Smurf. It was both of them. Because the point on the album had something to do with the production, and Shy Money XL wanted his back money for all the studio time. So it was both of them, just separate situations. But what I'm talking about is the company with Smurf. I'm not talking about the album. So I might have got it twisted. So y'all are right and I'm right, and y'all are wrong and I'm wrong. But we both right. If that makes any sense. Anyway, I don't want to get off thing, but I could admit when I'm wrong about something, because I did maybe conflate the point thing with the album, but he did do that with Smurf. Smurf took money instead of being a part of the company, and he knew Smurf. Look it up. Just look up the story. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then hit me on Twitter and be like, "You right. Just do that." You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to take the money. Even Jay-Z said take the money, but then he was like, take the money, go buy the album and get the blueprint and all that. And I'm like, respectfully, a lot of these artists, Jay-Z being one of them, a lot of them really think that their lyrics is dope, but I don't think their lyrics are that instructional the way they think it is. I think it's put in a rap form and a poet form, and we like it, but I don't think it's that instructional, like the 10 crack commandments or something like that. You're like, yo, go buy the album. I gave you the blueprint. I'm like, I remember like, ain't no love in the heart of the city. And that was what was the blueprint? Like, you didn't say, the only blueprint song is like, I remember, like the 10 crack commandments. That's a blueprint of something. But they be acting like, oh, listen to the lyrics. I gave you the game. No, you didn't. You rapped. It wasn't no game. Like, you ain't give us nothing profound or we could say, oh, shit. He was just like, yo, how they did it, credit. All right, when he talked on even on 444, which was a higher, consciousness album, when he was like, how they did it, credit, he never explained how to get your credit right or how to, fix your credit or even get credit. You seen bozos sit in front of you and say they don't got credit. They don't even care about credit. You know what I'm saying? So it's they just think that sometimes they think they are saying something a little bit more than, man, we ain't getting nothing from that. We just like to listen, right? You know what I'm saying? We just like to listen. Emory Wills, the stadium uprooted black people. Emory Wills, are you from Brooklyn? Because that's kind of regurgitated, and the stadium didn't uproot black people because I lived right there. I'm 4 minutes away from the stadium, and that stadium did not uproot black people. Y'all got to stop with that. Like it's, see, off topic, on topic, because we're talking about Jay-Z. So when we dealing with gentrification, we always looking to blame somebody for a situation, but that was coming. You had somebody by the name of Bruce Ratner who already brought Metrotech, right? So that when Metrotech was built in Brooklyn, that has stopped everybody from having to go to Manhattan. So everybody wanted to move downtown Brooklyn because all the jobs was downtown Brooklyn now, right? The downtown Brooklyn, you no longer had to go to Manhattan. So you wanted to live in Clinton Hill, you wanted to live in Fort Greene, you wanted to live in some areas of Park Slope, you wanted to live there. So the stadium didn't have, it already started with Metrotech. The gentrification already started with Metrotech. That was the beginning of the end. And that was years before the stadium. But we'll blame him for the stadium. He didn't even own shit. He owned like, what do he own? A percent of a percentage of a percent or something like that. So it just has a lot to do with, we'll blame black people for everything. Man, he don't got no power. He ain't had no power in that. He just was a figurehead, but he ain't had no power, man. Like he didn't have no power in that. That stadium was already coming from because the Islanders need a place to play. The Nets was moving from New Jersey. That shit started with Metrotech. Trust me, it ain't had nothing to do with that. And who lived over there? Because y'all keep saying that, but who lives there? Because I lived there. You know what I'm saying? I lived in that area, and I didn't see nobody lose their crib or their apartment or no shit like that. Nobody lost nothing. So they uprooted. Y'all gotta stop regurgitating. I keep telling you, I've been telling y'all for like 900 episodes. Stop regurgitating and do research, because a lot of times you keep repeating lies. You keep repeating something that's been debunked, but you don't even research it for yourself. This is not the truth. And I ain't caping for him. I ain't covering for him. But it's a lot of cap with that. You know what I'm saying? He lived at 560 State Street. And Bleak got the thing wrong on Drink Champs too. 560 State Street is right across the street. Those was condominiums. But it's not a face condominium. You got to go in the building and go all the way up. The big clock is right there. The Apple store came. So once you see Apple stores come, the Whole Foods came there. Once you see anywhere you see a Whole Foods, a Starbucks, and a Chipotle, it's over. It's over already. So Jay-Z don't own none of that shit. He didn't build none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what the fuck you talking about, real Montana. And I get it. This is what I'm saying. When you don't like somebody, if it's P on the block, you be like, Jay-Z P. Like, I get it. So when you don't like somebody, everything is their fault. But if you do the research, I'm from Brooklyn. I live there. That neighborhood is my neighborhood. I went to Sarah J. So you can't, what does he have to do with any of that? Y'all just keep saying, oh yeah, he owned the stadium. The stadium uprooted black people. He didn't own shit. He didn't own shit. It was cap. Y'all believe that shit? It was cap. You know what I'm saying? It was cap. And that's what I'm saying to you. Stop repeating bullshit. I'm from there. I'm from Waverly Avenue 4, and I lived in Atlantic Terminals, the big white building. You read an article. Okay. Now, again, so that makes what they said true because you read an article. Now, how do you know it wasn't propaganda? How do you know it wasn't somebody that was anti such and such? Because when people are anti something, they will write something and they will write it and be anti such and such. So that doesn't always mean that it's true just because somebody wrote it. That means somebody wrote it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all always want to make it about y'all. Anyway, there is no brownstones around there either. There's no brownstones around there. There's no brownstones in that area. First of all, I'm going to be honest with you. That area was deserted. It used to be an old ass Circuit City there. Pathmark was there. Western Beef was there. Pause. The South Oxford Tennis Club was there. It was a deserted area. It was a deserted area, and they started building there. So now to know the news is not right. You believe the news? You believe the news? Anyway, peace. Salute. You know what I'm saying? The news ain't right. When we start listening to the news. That was a rhetorical question? Like, why you always talking about what we need? No, on some real shit. Because what's bothering me, There's a lot of times I keep saying, we need this. And when we got certain things, you don't support it. We need our own platforms. The minute somebody get a platform, y'all want to shit on it. We got everything that we need. Now, my question to you is, what do you support? What do you put your money into? Do you support people efforts? A lot of times you don't. We need this. We need leaders. We need this. We got all that shit. And they'll become a meme and you'll think it's funny. You quick to tear people down, but you don't tear none of them other folks down. Cause you do, you know what happens to you. Which we're gonna get into that later too. We need leaders. I'm a whole grown ass man. Who the hell gonna lead me? I don't need no leader. I need like-minded individuals. That's why we sit here and we build and we talk. You know what I'm saying? We need like-minded individuals. Yo, I did that already. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, I did that. That's what we need. We need people that we don't always have to agree, but we have to say that, yo, this is where we going. So you're going to take this block, you're going to take this block, and I'm going to take that block. We always be like, yo, when we don't take the same block, yo, you went that way. We supposed to stick together. No, nigga, because you walk slow while I was driving. You understand what I'm saying? Emery, you're not going to take over my chat every night. I'm not going to talk directly to you every night. I'm just going to continue to talk. So, take the money. Jay-Z said take the money. You know what I'm saying? Take the money. So, again. And, well, you know what's funny about the money? Even if you take the money, you have to have some type of financial literacy, because most of the time when you take the money, you find a way to give it back. Because most of the time when people take money, they celebrate having the money, right? So you want to throw, yo, I just got some bread. I'm going to throw this big party for a bunch of people that don't like you. You're going to buy this belt. You're going to buy a bunch of stuff. And the sad thing, I was talking to, damn, who the hell was I talking to? I don't talk to a lot of people, but my conversations be like this most of the time. Salute to everybody. So a lot of times when we get money, we give it right back, because it's certain shit we got to get out. Like, you got to remember, we're people, some of us never had anything, right? So you just always wanted. Some people be like, yo, I always wanted a remote control car. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yo, man, I seen one for $4,000. I'm buying it. You be like, $4,000 on a remote control car? That's a dumb purchase. But when you've been deprived so long, now you have to learn what has value and what doesn't have value. So you might splurge and you might do some stuff, and then by the time you realize what you were doing, you're broke, right? And that happens to a lot of us. Oh, me and Tajo were talking about how people have blown inheritance money, people blowing insurance money. So $500,000 to some people could be dangerous for them. You know, that could be a problem for them, because they could just blow the damn bread. You understand what I'm saying? They could just blow the bread and you know, start, you know, yeah, all my spoons and forks in my house is, you know, is gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, all my spoons and forks in my house I got gold in here. So, you know, I would know what to do with 500,000, but I don't think everybody would know what to do with 500,000. They'll just fuck the money up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I watched somebody respectfully blow $100,000 in the summer. I bullshit you not. Because you know what happens when people get money? Now they want to be on all these designer exotic drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? They I ain't eating that. You know, because that money be blinding people. Some people really get like bougie and be like, nah, man, I don't eat hairy chicken wings no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Because you got money? You were supposed to have not eaten that because you don't eat it no more. But now you got money, so you don't eat hairy chicken wings. You know, so ain't it sad though? Every now and again, you do crave a hairy chicken wing. What did they put in them wings? You ever just be sitting there and be like, damn, I could go for a hairy chicken wing with some hot sauce on it, right? What did they put in it? Is it the MSG or something like that? Something in it is to draw you in. Something in it is to, you could be sitting there minding your business. Like, beatboxing, whatever, and be like, and just out of nowhere, hairy chicken wing. You're like, huh? I could go for a hairy chicken wing right now. What do they put in them chicken wings? And if you're a New Yorker, see, this is sad. And this is how I know that we had to change our mind state, our diet, and our way of living, because it's the food that we eat that's fucked up, but then we love the condiments. So we will get hairy chicken wings, right, with French fries, and put hot sauce and ketchup on all that shit, and be happy. You know, like you know when you get some good food, what's the first thing you do? You just dance and shit. You have a chicken wing. Why you dance when you get food? Like, and then it's something about the hot sauce, and especially if you get it in the bag. See, they could put it in that styrofoam, which is bullshit, because hot styrofoam ain't no good for you. Because you can't put the styrofoam in the microwave, right? I don't even eat out the microwave. But look, so you start dancing and shit. You put and you say shit like you got like a prerequisite of how you want. You like, yo, let me get all the wings, cut them up, and fry them hard. That's just like the shit. Just, yo, let me get all the wings, cut them up, and fry them hard. And we so greedy that we eat that feather shit. You know that shit that, all right, you got the drum, you got the flat, and then that shit that's like this. We even eat that shit. Like you eat the damn, man. Just crazy. We eat that shit like that's like this. And that's the shit that got the feathers on it, right? And most of the hair. And that's the shit you eat. Anyway. They did a job on us, man. They did a job on us. You be hungry. You start thinking, damn. I'm going to get them hairy ass chicken wings. But you know you got to be fucked up when you eat that shit. Like you know, because I ain't a flat person. I ain't going to front. I like drums. You know, that's a debate forever. But I don't eat no blue cheese or no ranch and none of that shit. But I'm just saying, you so damn greedy that you eat this shit. And then you right that the son, Coley, what kind of hot sauce is that? You can't find that hot sauce nowhere. Where that hot sauce at? What type of hot sauce they make? You could try Red Devil, you could try Frank's, you could try Red Hot. Where that hot sauce at? Why they hot sauce taste like that? Know what I'm saying? Why they hot sauce take like that? Just really think about that. Where the fuck is that hot sauce at? Respectfully, it's like they was giving us some poison shit for a long time. Like, I didn't eat the rib tips after a long time, but why was the rib tips always red? And they fried them shits, and you was eating that shit, losing your back teeth and shit, losing your side tooth, eating them hard ass shits, and you wanted all that barbecue sauce on there, and them shits was always red. Your fingers was red and shit. Damn, man, they did a job on us. So, yeah, so, all right. Another thing I wanted to talk about. So, yeah, we just, so we're basically saying take the money. Jay-Z is saying take the money, so we'll take the money, right? But just don't fuck the money up. So I want y'all to leave a comment. If you have $500,000 what would you do with the money? Because, most people say, I would get a business. And what's funny about getting a business? I think a lot of times when we think of business, we don't think of customers first, right? Because we have dreams to say, I want to do this, I want to do this. And a lot of times you want to do stuff based off of what you see somebody else do. But how are you going to do business, right? Because we'll see, oh shit, he got shirts. His shirts is doing well. I'm getting shirts. Well, who's going to buy them? So a lot of times when I used to see people say they want to start this company, I used to do this. I used to be like, well, who is your Cleasy B? What's good? I used to be like, who's the customer, right? We never factor that in. We never have a niche. We never have how we're who's our customer? Because I think a lot of times when we do stuff, we think our people is going to support us, right? You be like, yo, man, I got mad because don't you know those the last people to fuck with you? It's, it's bugged out. It's a redundant conversation. There's nothing to really repeat. But, if you are an entrepreneur, you a business owner, your friends and family don't support that shit. They only support you when somebody else gives you praise. So if somebody say, yeah, man, I know GTA Disciple. Word? Yeah, no, look, that's my cousin. I call him right now. And then you on the phone like, what's good? Yo, I'm here at my job. And I was telling my coworker, GTA Disciple is my cousin. And you like, yeah? What are we talking about? What? So? Nah, I was just telling them that, I could call you. You don't call me no other time. If you get a restaurant, they want free food. How many times you done got you some reefer to sell? And they always want free reefer. Tiger, where your juice bar at? You own a juice bar? DM me. I like to support that. DM me at Doggie Diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my thing. That's what I would like to do. I would like to you got a juice bar, like that shit that I wish these type of people say, yo, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got juice bars, we got stuff, but, people like liquor, people like liquor, people like weed, people like shit that's going to get them fucked up. You selling niggas fruit? Nigga, I don't want no grapes. Unless they crushed and fermented. I mean, yo, I had this crackhead, right? He's going to the store for me. And I didn't have the money to pay him. So I was like, yo, I'm getting some food. Get some food. That nigga was like, I don't even eat food. I want money. You what? I don't even eat food. I want the money. Like, what type of shit is that? What you mean you don't eat food? He wanted crack. He was like, yo, I don't even eat. You keep that food. Give me that crack. But I would like to I would like to put more small business in the air. And then, another thing, this is off topic, on topic. See, everything that we do, we got to stop looking at each other like it's some type of scam or take. Because now because of what we're seeing, we start not to trust each other with nothing and shit. Motherfucker be like, yo, I got some weed. Nigga be like, yo, let me see. And the first thing he do is this. Now, respectfully, I never smoked a day in my life, so I'm not going to pretend to be a weedologist, right? But I do know smelling it means shit, okay? Smelling it means nothing. Smelling it doesn't mean it's going to smoke well. Smelling it doesn't mean you're going to get high. Niggas be like, yeah, this smell like some shit. I'm like, oh, God. Because I was talking about the other day how weed used to be sprayed with roach spray. Y'all didn't know that? They used to spray that shit with roach spray. Well, they used to wet that shit, spray that shit with roach spray. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a small business owner and you got a company, salute to you, man. I'm really happy for you. I know what it's like. You know, I'm demonetized, right? Like, you go through you might be going through a rough patch, a rough time. Many of you are really thinking about shutting down, and it's just really the lack of support of your people, because a lot of us have the funds, we have the capital, but we're just afraid to spend it with one another. We're afraid that due to regurgitation and bad stereotypes that we shouldn't spend money with each other. So if I had a restaurant and I was selling oxtails, if your oxtail gravy spill, you're never eating from my restaurant again. Yo, you never going to eat from my restaurant again. Because I spilled your oxtail gravy. You were never going to forgive me. But how many times you went to McDonald's and them fries was all in the bag, and that was the first thing you ate? Spill your fries everywhere. It's all in the bag on the ketchup. In the well, I didn't want to say spill it. I meant well, it's it's in a container. Sometimes if you hold the bag a certain way, it spills, But your fries all in the bag, the damn spoons and forks on your fries, the carton that people touch with their hand, and that's the first thing you eating while you driving, them fries. You gonna go right back to McDonald's. How many times you went to McDonald's and they forgot something? You gotta go back. Yo, man, I told you no pickles. You ain't gonna say, yo, I quit McDonald's. You gonna go right back. But when it come to us, I don't fuck with them. I ordered some oxtail. My gravy spilled on the back. Like your damn, like your Chinese food shit don't leak from the container all in the goddamn shit. Get you some chicken and broccoli. I like broccoli with garlic sauce. I ain't even gonna lie. It's my weakness. That garlic sauce spill on the bag, you'll never be like, I'm never eating from them again. But when you black, yo, you don't got no chance. You don't stand no chance. You got one fuck up, one mistake, and you out. One mistake. But corporations and chains can make mistakes all the time, because a lot of times they fuck your shit up. You know what I'm saying? And you go right back. I'm going to try it again because last time it was burnt. Fuck up their oxtails. They'll never eat from you again. And now it's so bad, you going in there, you're not even talking to humans. You're ordering food through a kiosk. And they like, D? Who the fuck they talking to? Oh, that's what I put my name. I don't eat McDonald's though, but when I used to get stuff for the kids, but that's the thing too. You have somebody say, yo, I'm able to such and such. Niggas be looking at you like. I had a producer, well-known producer. Fuck it, I just feel like saying it. And if you watching me, nigga, you know you did this shit. You was real weird for that. I call a nigga on the phone. Now, I be on a crusade to get people publishing back. That's something I do on the low, but I've told you about it before. But I work, to get a lot of people publishing back. And damn, I almost said the song. Y'all wouldn't know who it was. I knew that he was getting his publishing taken because another producer claimed the record was his. So I called him and tell him, and he shut me down. I was like, yo, I got my, my bro on the phone. He's good at publishing. He hit me. Oh, no, I'm good. Respectfully, somebody else. I tried to get somebody else to get my publishing back, and they shut me down and they stole from me and all that. I'm good. I'm like, yeah, bro, but it's me. Like, hello, it's me. This ain't Star Mail. It's me. I could get your publishing back. Like my man got the forensics. Nah, I'm good. I'm like, damn. All right, fuck it. Why this nigga double back and find the nigga number who I was talking to on the three-way and call him and say, yo, that was you on the phone? I was like, see? I don't even, listen, let me tell you something. a lot of these individuals that I've been working behind the scenes to get their publishing back, I don't want nothing. Yo, I don't even think people understand how much shit I do. I don't get nothing for that shit. Like, I feel like when I'm doing a good deed, it doesn't come in the form of money sometimes. Sometimes it comes in the form of that car didn't hit me, or, you know, I'm going to live another 5 years. I don't always think of, oh, you getting money, I want money. You know, I don't always think like that. I always be like, yo, you get money, I need some money too. Nah, I don't always think like that. Like, I'm going to get mine. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a little harder, or, you know, it's a roadblock or whatever, but I'm going to get what I need to get. But sometimes people just really believe that you want something. Like, yo, I don't want shit. You know, like, I don't want shit. Like, and it's just a mistrust that we have each other. And sadly, we expect it from strangers, but when it comes to family, woo, boy, that family word is overrated like a motherfucker. That's a whole nother show. Family, whew, that is overrated. That is overrated. I don't know what happened to us as family. I remember holidays, we all get together. I remember that. Now, it's competition all around the board. And then I happen to be the successful, rich, visible cousin, brother, uncle, nephew, grandson. And so everything fall on me sometimes. And I be like, yo, what the fuck have you done with the last 40 years of your life? Like, I ain't responsible whether you got cigarettes or not. Like, yo, I get up and, you know what's funny? Although I'm on YouTube, anybody who does this can tell you this shit is really not that easy. Especially when you like, you know, when you like a certain aesthetic, you know, you like your bells and whistles and editing. This shit ain't that easy. It ain't easy to retain the audience. It's not easy to get certain amass certain numbers. It's not easy. I can't even get people to hit their fucking like button. You know what I'm saying? So people be, you know, I get up and I work every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really get up. Like, this is, you know, because like when my shit got demonetized, people like, go get a job. But this is my fucking job. Like, I've been doing this shit since 2006. So you telling me to be like you then? You trying to escape the plantation and you telling me to, that's, you know, that's a good analogy. You trying to escape the plantation. I done escaped. And you telling me, well, come over here with us then. You've been free too long. Get over here and on a plantation with the rest of us. Because everybody I speak to, I be like, yo, what's good? Nothing about to go to the plantation. I don't care. Women, men, everybody say they going to the plantation. And I be like, ooh, salute. I couldn't imagine, you know. But I took a lot of preventive measures to, you know, that I'm always going to be all right, you know. But people like, go get a job. But be like you fucking miserable. I always say I was just talking to, because my conversations be long, not really very informative. So I was just talking about how we're sleep deprived, right? So we're all supposed to work 8 hours a day, right? If you work for a certain job, 8 hours a day is 24. Look, let's do the math. It's 24 hours a day in a day, right? So that's 8 hours, right? So 8 of it is gone because you work, right? And some people work 10 hours. So let's be generous and say 8 hours. 8 is gone, and you're supposed to have 8 hours of sleep. That's 2/3 of your time gone. Now you got 8 hours to travel to and fro work, to eat, to cook, to clean, and tend to your significant other and children, or your significant other or just your children, and then traveling time where you might have to take your children to school, you might have to pick them up. What time do you have? What time do you have? So many of us are sleep deprived. Many of us aren't well rested. Many of us are not at ease because we always trying to figure it out. We're always trying to, damn, what, little Johnny, he got sick today, and I don't got no days off, shit real. So I respect people for doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not right. Teachers, not enough hours in the day. And sadly, many of us sleep and we lay down and we do this. And we scroll through the phone, or y'all watching me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. You spend at least 10 hours travel time and work. Then I was being generous. Don't get caught. Don't be on them trains in this delay. Stand clear of the closing doors. And that shit don't close. We're being held in the station because you're like, yo, I got off at 4. It's 7. I ain't home yet. So, I respect people who hold it together and put it together, because this shit is not easy, man. It's not easy. And that's why I know a lot of people be irritable. So if you irritable, why you want me to be like that? When I really gave the blueprint of how to do YouTube shit and get the fuck up out of them job shits. You know what I'm saying? See, look, bro said I work 65 hours a week. Goodness gracious. 65 fucking hours? And then think about it. You have these jobs and something happened to you. They be like, take this. Take this and we'll give you a good reference. You might want to go talk to your union. Anyway. And then hold up, because before I get into the Fat Joe thing, I just want to address this really quick. So look, they didn't have no money. There's no reparations money. There's no student loan forgiveness money. Listen, they don't have no reparations money. They don't have no student loan forgiveness money. Every year, they say Social Security money is running out. So if that's letting you know the government and the government don't have nothing to do with Social Security, because how the fuck is the money running out every year? They put boots on everybody's car in New York. I don't care what you did. You got a boot. It's streets you could walk down. It's like a good 10 boots. You ain't talking about Timberlands or Uggs neither. All these cars got boots. But they got money for the Ukrainians. They got money for Israel. I ain't talking about $5. I'm talking about some money. Money. How the fuck you got that money for them? And then they're coming in the country. The migrants is coming here. And goodness. Yo, y'all don't see what's happening? So if you give money to the Ukrainian, that means you're saying fuck the Russians, right? That's because again, and then you start pulling back the layers, and then you start seeing that shit got something to do with oil barrels, and you start seeing shit. You're like, hold up, y'all motherfuckers ain't slick. I know what this is all about. It's about that motherfucking oil. And how this dude got a chin, a John Travolta chin? He ain't had that shit before. You see his new chin? He got like a John Travolta chin now. What? I ain't gonna listen, man. I'm demonetized, so I ain't gotta worry about monetization, right? Shit. But anyway, yeah, but that kind of like fucked my head up. I'm like, yo, this nigga went and asked Congress for what? $500 million? And we're sitting here debating on whether we're going to take $500,000 from Jay-Z or dinner with Jay-Z. Yeah, y'all didn't see Biden new chin? He got like a John Travolta chin now. You know, I ain't capping. I'm just saying, like, and you know what's funny? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Saying you in support of some shit, to me, I'm gonna say me. I don't want to speak for you. Support what you support, right? Because the other day I made a statement on Facebook and it pissed people off a little bit. But I don't know. I felt it was valid because I seen a commercial with Loon, and he was, you know, he said his thing in Arabic, and he was like he's, you know, trying to raise funny. He trying to raise money for the starving people in Yemen. I'm like, Yemen? All right, you're not Loon no more. You're Amir. You ain't no goddamn Arab and you ain't from Yemen, fam. Yemen? I seen a commercial. I thought I was bugging up. I'm like, fuck this nigga doing a commercial to raise money for starving people in Yemen. Where the fuck is Yemen at? Y'all ain't seen the commercial? So some people, well, it was one dude that kind of went off on my shit. He got blocked because I don't like when people be talking spicy like, yo, fam, like, just don't do that. If you disagree, you know how to disagree. I wasn't disrespectful, but I'm just saying. Yemen? Where the fuck is Yemen at? What we got to do with Yemen? So he went on to say he's a Muslim and all that. I'm like, oh, God. Anyway. Yemen, though. So, a lot of times when we see these wars, respectfully, and I don't want to undermine anybody who lose life. It's fucked up, right? Anybody who lose life unjustly, unfairly. I don't like to see them babies crying. I don't like none of that. But they're showing us that shit for a reason, right? Because when we crying, when these babies is crying where we live, when we starving, when we not doing well, where the fuck is our aid, man? We don't get worldwide aid, but we quick to say, oh, I stand with such a... Who the fuck is standing with you? We don't even stand with each other, and you want to stand with another country? See, I guess I ain't supposed to be saying this real shit. I guess I ain't supposed to, man. But when niggas be like, I stand with such and such. From where? Brownsville? Motherfuckers in Brownsville is killing each other. You talking about you stand with another country? You don't know the language. You don't know a goddamn soul over there. And you stand with another country? Let that country. Nah, fam. You don't even stand with me. I don't even stand with you. And I stand with what's going on over there. It's fucked up. And I'm like, yo, what's going on over here? That shit been going on for hundreds of years, respectfully. That's a war that we don't got nothing to do with. I'm not a part of nobody's holy war. I'm just keeping it real. They stole their land. They stole us. What the fuck? That's their land. They stole us. And stole our land. And steal our money. What the fuck? I stand with them. That's messed up. You got Mayweather and all types of people saying, yeah, I stand with... I'm like, the fuck is... You gotta say that, though. Let your ass say you stand with Hamas if you want to. Say you stand with Hamas. Say, I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog, triple dog, dare you to say that shit. I dare you. You're not even allowed to say, you're not even allowed to humbly come and say, war's not the answer. For you can't even say that shit. You can't even say that shit. You gotta pick a side, motherfucker. You wanna get money? You wanna do business with certain people? Well, you better pick a side. Say you stand with them. Say that shit if you want to. You don't see listen, DJ Khaled is one of those motherfuckers. He don't say shit. If he ain't saying shit, why I'ma say shit? He's one of them. He's one of them. And he don't say nothing. He just belly wobbling and shit. And I'm supposed to say who I stand with. He don't stand. He like, fuck that. That's what I'm You can't make this. Listen, man. You can't make this shit up. He don't. What has DJ Khaled ever said? This for real. So you mean to tell me you don't have no lineage there? You don't have no lineage there. You don't know anybody from back home that house got bombed or died. You just don't got shit to say. You just worried about fucking sneakers and shit and ribs and jacking niggas, stealing niggas beats and doing corny remixes and fake ass anthems. Just really think about that shit. He don't say shit. And you got motherfuckers like, I stand with them. You do? Why come he don't? See, I mean, I know this shit like that because remember, right? We always say, well, if you ain't gonna fight for you, I'm not gonna fight for you. You gotta fight for you. I ain't fighting your battles. Come on, man. Motherfuckers own every corner store and shit. Or every smoke shop. I ain't getting there. Listen, man. The great Dr. John Henry Clark said, we have no friends. And the day y'all realize that shit, you're going to be okay. We don't got no friends. We don't got no friends. We get our ass kicked. My homegirl Niecy, I put up her GoFundMe. This is a black woman from this country who, suffered health issues that was genetic and, trying to live. And you can give $2 like me. I'm demonetized. I don't get, fuck, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, taking up space. But the minute you put up a GoFundMe or somebody, this is a scam. We call each other. Listen, man, that shit got to stop too. Seriously. Because even with envy, yo, let me tell you something. I've always been this type of person, right? You have to have evidence to support what you're saying. So when people say, I can do this, all right, who you did that shit for? You ain't got no living testimony. I don't believe you. And that's the power of the word. See, I'm not here to be manipulated. I'm not here to be lied to. You got to show and prove. Right? Because if we go off of what people say, then everybody has this and everybody have that and everybody have that, and we'll be believing that shit. And then there's a lot of motherfuckers who get food stamps too. So cut it out. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Get your stamps. Let me get $20. I'll go to Aldi real quick. I don't spend only 20. Well, a little over 20, might be a little coins left. But we the only people that somebody could tell us some shit and they be like, they said that. And I'd be like, who the fuck make they mouth a fucking prayer book? You listening to that shit? Like you see homie in the chat said, oh, the news? When has the news been a credible source? The news? Do you know that the news is divided? By what political party they believe in, by what agenda they're pushing. The news is divided. And then you have something called propaganda. That's what I'm saying. You can't just be just shooting shit, pause. You can't just be, yeah, where you got that shit from? Well, such and such said. I'm like, man. Yo. DJ Khaled is quiet. Until he say something, I don't stand with anybody. I'm going to sit my ass down. Sit this one out. You know, like you go somewhere, they playing basketball. I'm a black man. I can't play basketball. I admit it. But, I'd be like, yo, you got next? Nah, I'm going to sit this one out. Okay? I'm just watching. And then you got these fucking fear mongering. We in the last days. This is the holy war, and they said the war's gonna start. I'm like, listen, man, they've been fighting since Yasser Arafat, since PLO, Palestinian Liberation Army. This is not new. Y'all don't know who Yasser Arafat is? Could y'all read something besides the fucking shade room? Do y'all know anything? Because y'all gloss over history that wasn't too long ago. And you started with the pyramids. And the pyramids? What the fuck that got to do with anything? You go to the pyramid, you got to ask a white man to see the pyramid now. Did you know that? You got to ask them. So if Kemetic science predate Islam, how come they're in Egypt? Yeah, the pyramids. They stole that shit from us. And you talking about the pyramids. Man, listen. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That's what I'm telling you. I talk to like 3-4 people a day because people be saying shit to me. I'd be like, huh? Huh? Oh. I was zoned out. I want to hear that shit. Talking stupid. Y'all got these fucking names, and my name is Netta 2. And I'll be like, so you just skipped over a part of history. You just went right there. And then you go there and you don't got your head wrapped. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. Go there without your head wrapped. Go to some of them countries and hold hands. Go to some of them countries and say, yo, what the fuck? I dare you. Your ass will be in jail. And you be saying, yo, that was our shit. It ain't no more. They stole that shit. And you know, I stand with them. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. When I seen them come to this country and was frying that motherfucking bacon and giving us that bacon, they knew that shit was haram. They was smoking cigarettes. They was frying that bacon. They was giving us that bacon and ham sandwiches and all that shit. They get their fucking hand cut off if they do that shit at home. They came here and fucked us off. Came right to our community. They're not allowed to do that shit. And they came selling us all that bullshit. Selling us beers and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't stand with nobody. Fuck that. I don't stand with nobody. I mean, I don't got no friends in this shit. Y'all motherfuckers got a country. Everything we been displaced too. I'm stole all our shit. Fucked us off. And this has nothing to do with being Muslim or Islam. It's just the ideology and the mentality because they're not doing Islam. They're not being good Muslims. Straight like that. So, until DJ Khaled say something, I'm going to sit this one out. I'm going to sit here, you know. Hell of a fall, ain't it? The weather's dropping, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Fuck, they come in and they get grants and all this shit like that, and they opening up all these fucking stores. When the last time you seen a black-owned store? That motherfucker wasn't serving food. But we don't know how to sell shit no more. We just consumers. We just buyers now, right? We just here to buy shit. We just make money to give to them, and they send that shit home. Right? That's what we here for, right? We here to buy every fucking thing that they sell. But the minute I sell some sneakers, I open up a sneaker store, I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with his YouTube. I don't watch him. Fuck him. All right. So who you fuck with then? Who you fuck with? Oh, I know who you fuck with. I know who you fuck with. I don't fuck with you. Nigga always got on glasses. I don't fuck with you. Who you fuck with then? You mind telling us that? Who you fuck with? You don't fuck with me, right? You don't fuck with none of my demographic, none of my peers. I ain't talking about the low vibrating niggas. I'm talking about the peers. But we know who you fuck with, though. But so you think when it's time to whoop some ass, you ain't getting your ass whooped too? You think I ain't gonna look at you and say, it's clobbering time? So until DJ Khaled, do an Instagram story. Say something. You ain't say shit. Your little babies, that's their lineage too. You that Americanized? Damn. We be connecting to Egypt. We don't even know if we from there. Your ass could be from Detroit. And you talking some Egypt shit. You could be from West Africa. You talking some Egypt shit. You just go right to Egypt. This motherfucker's from there. Got the nose and everything. Straight up. Phenotype and everything. All that shit. And don't say shit about that. We be like, Egypt. And then we go to Egypt and they in Egypt too. What the fuck? Doing some stupid shit with his feet. Just really think about that. Anyway. Remember when the Rona hit? You saw how them niggas was looking? Niggas ain't had no haircut. Niggas hairlines. I'm like, yo, niggas barbers? I know why these barbers be getting paid $500. They be really revamping a lot of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas looking crazy during the pandemic. Holy shit. Seeing some of these niggas hairline, I'm like, God damn. Why did you get on camera? We gotta get better. Now let me ask you something. I'm in a fucking 10-room mansion. I got everything I want. I can't go outside for a few months. So fucking what? I'm in paradise. And see, that's the mentality that they fuck you off on, because you in the hood eating motherfucking hairy chicken wings and they in the mansion wishing they could come to the hood to eat hairy chicken wings, and you wishing you could be in the mansion. That's why I say a lot of times, yo, y'all want to trade lives, man? Because you really ain't happy. You got all that shit. You ain't happy. I was on my way last Thursday when my channel got demonetized. I had a appointment with Mercedes-Benz. Now, my car is not old. My car is up to date, but I wanted a new car. I ain't gonna say what brand I got over a year, but it's up to date. It ain't no Ford Focus or no shit like that. It's a foreign, but I had an appointment with Mercedes Benz. I'm like, yo, I never had a Benz before, like, and there was some tech shit in there that fucked with me. Like, I don't know if y'all know I'm a little crazy when it comes to technology and shit. So I see some technical shit. I be like, yo, that shit do. Oh hell no, I want that. Yo, I got up in the morning. I look at my email. It's like, yo, your channel's not your memberships has been paused because your channel has been demonetized. Now, a nigga would have said, I still got the money. I'm going to get my Benz. I was like, for who? Shit, my shit got demonetized? Oh, no. We in conserve mode right now. Like, shit, that shit could wait. My car only got 23,000 miles on it. My truck. That shit could wait. We good. My credit score is up. My bills is down. Hey, we gotta coast for a little while. We gotta have some priorities in order. You know what I'm saying? Because if I get that, what I'm gonna do? Post on the gram? Yeah, my shit got demonetized and I'm still good. Ain't nobody care about that shit. I guess I'm supposed to front. But front for who though? For people who don't love me and don't give a fuck about me? That's pretty dumb. You know, I already got that shit. But a nigga will be like, yo, I'm going to get my car regardless. I got an appointment. This nigga emailed me. Hey, sorry I missed you. Nah, you ain't missed me, motherfucker. I gotta conserve. I'm on my backup. So, you know, we gotta assess the situation. Right? Because the minute motherfuckers see you with a car, they be like, take your Cash App out of the thing. You got a Benz. Take this. Don't do this. You on here begging. Do you know what a beggar is? I ain't begging for shit. I ask for support. This shit costs. You know what I'm saying? He was like, sorry I missed you. Nah, you ain't missed me, motherfucker. I ain't come. That wasn't no miss. That was a hit. Direct hit. Battleship. I didn't show. Because that shit I was about to get is going to sit there until, you know, it might be a birthday gift in February or something like that, you know. But for now, we can chill. Because I'm not going to do something. And, you know, it's funny. I drive to the gym and back. Like, I'm not one of them 2-hour driving niggas, or I just put 78 miles on my, I don't even do all that shit. So I'm like, damn, do I really need a fucking Benz? But I kind of want one though. Shit is, you know, And then the fucked up shit is that you sit there and you say, you know, damn, I think I deserve it though. I deserve that shit though. I deserve to get what I want. And then the reality kicks in and I say, well, people in hell want ice water and they ain't got it. So then I start thinking about, damn, you know, when you do shit as a black person, when you do shit in black culture, that shit ain't really retroactive. Like, what you did a long time ago don't mean shit. Like, motherfuckers like what you doing now. Because niggas reroute, right? Niggas be like, I like you and all that. But, you know, you know what I mean? I really can't get into that. But I've got a lot of people to say, man, I had to stop watching you. Why? Because I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, I unsubscribed. I'm like, you gotta... Yo, I got people who was on my Patreon. I got people who I've gave, oh my God. I don't even know how to say this shit. I got people who I've looked out for. They was a part of my Patreon, taking $1. They was giving me $1 a month $12 a year. They took their fucking dollar back. That's how, people will go to any measures to be petty. And I'm talking about, I done gave them all kinds of shit that they utilize right now. They took their dollar. Like they took their dollar. Like $12 a year, not $12 a month. $1 a month. 12 months. They took their dollar. They erased their Patreon. So when people want to go to the measures of, I don't fuck with you, the shit they do, you just be like, you a fucking sad sack of shit, honestly. Like, you took your dollar? Your dollar? All the shit that I've done for you? You took a fucking dollar? $12 a year? Wow. Hey, man, whatever make you sleep better at night, you know? Whatever make you sleep better at night. You got some... Woo! Oh, Fat Joe, because I was going to segue from Khaled. I had it planned in my head. I had it pre-planned. So I had it planned to talk about Jay-Z, then to get this little war shit in. Then from Khaled, I could segue into Fat Joe. Fat Joe said he's not Illuminati. He said he worked hard for what he got. But it's not that we think Fat Joe's Illuminati. It's that Fat Joe thinks he's Illuminati, right? So, respectfully, the same shit that make you laugh, make you cry. And when you play like this, and you write captions like this, shout out to my bro Nori, and you do dumbass dances like this, and you write a caption like that, we believe what you said. We didn't put that shit on you. You put that shit on you. So, what's a joke to some people, it's not that funny. When you said that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You said that. So at the end of the day, what do you want us to do? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of it all, how a nigga is angry because people saying you a part of the Illuminati and you getting mad. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you said that shit. We don't give a fuck if you, honestly, let's just be real. We don't really give a fuck who's a part of it or not. We don't put nothing past nobody. All right? So you wrote something. And then you getting mad when people are going off of what you wrote. So if a motherfucking female told you she got 3 titties, because some women titties are so big they wear them small bras, and it's like they got like a Total Recall titty in the middle. I was always wondering, what is that shit in the middle? You got 3 titties? I think they wear small bras. I don't know. Apparently, you can look and say, she look like she got 3 titties. So if she tell you she got 3 titties, you're going to believe them because that's what she said. I didn't never say you got 3 titties. You said it. And I can see visible evidence. So if we see evidence of you doing this award show, you're here, you're there all of a sudden, we're wondering why is an influx of your visibility. We all wonder that. Because, for the most part, a lot of the stories be, to us, it's cap. It's 3 cap niggas. Buster, Fat Joe, and TK Kirkland. I don't believe shit none of them say. That's just me. Fuck it. Blame it all on me. This is the only niggas I know that was just there for everything. Like, yeah, man, I was in Beirut during the war. I'm the one who pulled the pin and threw the grenade. And you be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. But listen, you said that shit. You can't get mad when people reiterated what you said. We don't give a fuck. Cause I'm telling you, it's niggas who was there for everything. Like, these niggas really try to get us to believe that Jay-Z, DMX, Busta Rhymes, and Biggie went to the same high school together. And they all was in school together. They really run with that shit. And I'm like, why don't you stop the fucking lies? Just stop. Yeah, we battled in high school. Y'all niggas is lying. Stop lying. At that time in Big Life, I'm respectfully, he was a nobody. Facts. He was kind of like quiet, reserved. He wasn't even stop. But niggas always got a fucking story. So if you tell one of your stories, and what's one of the things that, shout out to Fat Joe's, I love his music, but what's one of the things that he always say? He always say, I ain't lying. So my brother, rest in peace, my brother was a fucking compulsive liar, but he wouldn't lie about real shit. He wouldn't lie like something that would put your life in danger. He just told. We used to call it a fabulous one because he had fabulous stories. His stories was bullshit, right? And then he would say, no, for real, I ain't lying. Why you gotta keep saying you ain't lying if you're not known to be a liar, right? You don't have to say, yo, I'm not lying. Who said you lying? When have you ever lied? Like, you tell the truth for the most part. So when a person say, I never lie to y'all, I said the liar. When a person tell you they're not lying, or a person say, I'm just saying, when you watch him, you're going to notice it now. He always say, yo, I'm not lying. I never lie to y'all. This is the truth. I'm not lying. Huh? Only people who say they're not lying is liars. This is just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, because whoever said you was a liar. So when you say, oh, I ain't lying. Oh, not this time? I'm surprised TK Kirkland wasn't like, I told Pac not to go out that night. Because that nigga be saying a lot of bullshit too. That shit be cat. That shit he said on Drink Champs. The next time I see you, you should have 300,000. I was like, cat, do that shit if you want to. The next time I see you, you should have $300,000. You go here. I'm like, Cap. Never tell me who is the man. Cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told Pac not to go out that night. I was in the car. It's like, come on, man. The fuck out of here with that shit. The fuck out of here. Like, you don't. Sometimes it's just good. Just don't say shit, right? Because I don't want to be the person that people think, yo, it's some shit I just wasn't there for. I don't know. But a person who always professed to have been there, or I told them to, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't know. I'm just different, right? Like, cause some people will look at shit and they just swallow that shit up. And me, I'd be like, yeah, that's bullshit. And again, we keep saying somebody's real, right? We keep saying somebody's real, Somebody's a gangster. Somebody's this, that, and the third. But how could you be real if you're a fucking liar, though? No, some real. No. We gotta dissect that real quick. You can't be real and a fucking liar at the same time. You can't be real and a fabricator. You can't be real and a motherfucker who just don't tell the truth. So why don't you believe Busta Rhymes? Because I'm from Biggie neighborhood. I grew up with him. He's older than me, but I'm from the neighborhood. I know who was playing hooky. I know who didn't go to school. That shit is cap. So DMX came all the way from fucking Yonkers to go to a school downtown Brooklyn. Do you know how long that shit would take to get there? Back in the days, to get from the Bronx to Brooklyn was 4 hours. Yonkers is farther than the fucking Bronx. So you know how long it would have took him to get to Westinghouse from Yonkers? Cap. I mean, it sound good. Oh, look, this shit, we got rap legends all in the same school. Cap. Shit is bullshit. And you have some people who was there, and some people know shit is bullshit, so they don't even be wanting to call it out. They be like, man, y'all listen to that nigga? Like, it's some people that I remember I asked somebody, like, yo, what? They was like, you fuck listen to that nigga. You know he lying. So sometimes when people say shit, and they be like, yo, you was there. Like, you know they're lying. I'm like, yeah, it's because that shit started... I started second guessing myself. Like, yeah, man, I am dark skinned. Nigga said I was dark. I believe that shit. I mean, he said the Puerto Ricans was protecting Pac in jail. I guess so. I don't know. I can't speak to that. You know, only thing I can speak to is, you know, the nigga said, well, he said he was the Illuminati. So that's why niggas is saying that shit. Now, do I think, because, all right, this is the thing. I'm going to go, but I want to say something, though. This shit that we see in plain sight, right? It's shit that we see right before our eyes. In every organization that's supposed to be a secret society, you have people who are part of the organization, but they're not a part of the organization. They don't get all the benefits of it, right? For example, you have pledges that want to be a part of a fraternity or sorority. They're not a part of it, but they're pledging to be a part of it. So as you see them, it's going to be certain things that they're allowed to do. You're going to see them with these people, but they're not initiated. Yeah, the same dude. Shout out to D-Dot too. D-Dot was Biggie producer. And he was like, I ain't going to say what he said. Anyway, I don't want to get nobody involved in my shit. But I'm just saying. So even vampires had ghouls. They wasn't vampires, but they did the dirty work for vampires. So sometimes you have people we do have people in high places, powerful places. We do. Then we have people who want to be down, so they do the bidding, but they not down. They not a part of shit. Because what some of these guys think is money, and they like to say, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. The people who they work for call that shit charity work. Like, they give that shit away. Right? You only rich to niggas. This is me honest. You only rich to the niggas in the hood and the projects where you come from. But you're the brokest nigga in the room. Most of the time. That's why you always talking about a deal. That's why you always want to be a part of something. You can't start shit. You always got to be a worker for somebody. And then you take your bravado that you have, and then you find poor, broke, destitute, talented people, and you mistreat them. And this is everybody. You're the brokest nigga in the room. You are the brokest nigga in the room. Like, the people that they are around and the people that they want to be around don't check prices. They just got tabs. They just get invoices. They fucking, a cup of coffee might be $40. They shot of liquor might be $700. And you know, we like, how much this shit cost? Because you think about it. Anywhere you go, we want to know how much that shit costs because we want to know if we getting played or not. So we ain't, how much is that? What? This sweater's what? 300 shit. This shit gonna sit here. We don't play that shit. We ain't got no tab. We ain't no invoice me shit. Nah, fam. How much this shit cost? Oh, nah. What? Yeah, that's a $300 steak. It's been aged in. I ain't paying $300 for no steak. That's how we are. But it's some people that will eat that shit. And they don't even care. That's not a lot of money to them. So then we be like, yo, I'm up. I'm rich. I got bread. I'm getting money. To who? To niggas. Because to them, you poor. Because you still need them. You're not independent. You're not independent of them. That's why DJ Khaled can't say nothing. That's why Drake can't even say nothing. So until you have your complete independence and you can say and do what the fuck you want, you still broke. Yeah, you might be financially rich, but you can't even say what you want. Look, they took my monetization away. Now I could say what the fuck I want. I could curse. Fuck, shit, snot, ass, titties, butt. Bitch. Motherfucker. I ain't monetized, so fuck. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck y'all gonna do? Y'all already done robbed me of half my money. At least I can give a blowjob or something. That's what Mike Tyson said that. You remember he said that? That shit was funny as hell. But I'm just saying. So, as long as you still working for them, these niggas be falling in line. Like, they really be falling in line. And they don't want to upset nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's all about. So they'll sit there quiet. They be real complacent. You know, so when niggas be like, I'm rich. And they be like, yo, he just got a deal for $12 million. And we be like, damn, yo, he up. And they be like, 12 million? That ain't shit. Because, you know, so this is how this goes. Every company has, the first quarter is January. So that's why they'll say, let's talk the beginning of the year, because that's when they get their money, their budget for the year. So they're trying to sign everything under this budget. Anything left over, they get bonuses, right? So some of these CEOs of these companies might get a $50 million bonus because they didn't spend all the money or whatever. That's just too deep to talk about right now. But we be getting these situations and deals, and they be like, yo, they just got a $3 million deal. And the nigga be like, $3 million? Damn, that's a lot of money. And it really ain't a lot of money to a motherfucker who got billions of dollars. Like, it's not a lot of money. Like, and now you old, Pookie. And I had did a show and it went over people's heads. I said a lot of times when we get money, that shit is announced. They be like, hey, man. Hey, y'all. We just gave this nigga some money. Don't ask me for shit. He got it. So that's why when Jaylen Brown does a press conference, they ask him, what do you plan on doing to create generational wealth? And he got to say shit like, well, I plan on starting Black Wall Street again. That's basically saying, yo, what you plan on doing for these niggas? You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit is saying. You just don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? What you plan on doing for these niggas? We just cashed you out. What you plan on doing? And then we feel obligated. So that's why we hate Jay-Z. That's why we hate anybody with money, because we feel like they obligate. They gave you the money, nigga. Now what you gonna do for us? I don't want his money. I want their money. I don't want his money. His money is not even enough. We got such limited amount of billionaires that we can count them, right? We can count the billionaires on one hand. One hand we can count the billionaires. How many hands and toes you need to count them? So people don't get that. You'd be like, man, Jay-Z is rich. He could do this. He could do. Listen, I don't want his fucking money. Some of, and I'm not saying him, but some of their money is so wrong. So much wrongdoing comes with that money. Like, I don't want that shit. Like, nah. You did something strange for a piece of change. You might expect me to do some of that shit too. I don't want that. I want that. I want to spend Red's money. Fuck that. He got $1 billion. He could such and such. Yo, listen. Stop. One thing that I ain't into, I'm not into pocket watching. I don't know what nobody got. I don't know what nobody don't have. I just know what I work on, and I know what I got. I do not pocket watch. Seriously. Sometimes I gotta catch myself in mid-speech. I used to have a nigga that used to watch my donations and cash apps and then text me, yo, you got a lot of cash apps last night. That's right. Yo, you got a lot of donations last night. Like, fuck is you watching my donations for? Because, you know, this is how we diss each other on YouTube. You was begging. You was getting super chats. Like, that, you know, the average YouTube person, you know, whoever it is, whether, you know, whatever caliber, well, they might get a couple of hundred a night. We really be sitting on here like, yeah, that nigga got mad donations last night. And I'm like, so fucking what? What that got to do with you? You know what I'm saying? So once a person, no matter how cool you think they are, once they start pocket watching and clocking your money, they become a dangerous person, believe it or not. That's when you got to be like, hold on. Fuck you looking at my money for? Because you ever, like, you know, back in the days, you be counting money and nigga be like, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That nigga got like $1,300. Fuck you counting my money for? That's just rules. So once a person start counting your money, that shit is a little different. They got like $1,300. You know what I'm saying? They got like $1,300. That's why you got people who come here and their whole purpose is to give you a spill and then get money. And like, yo, y'all got to send that in. Y'all got to give me something. That's how some people be. But what do I know? Right? What do I know? All right, what time is it? What you mean it's time to stand? Damn, it could be getting late fast. It's like midnight. I be having shit to do, and it's not enough hours in the day. I gotta fix this shit. But all right. So respectfully, I just want to tell y'all what's going on with me. The Interlude TV, I got some stuff tucked away. I'm going to fully launch that in the next couple of days, where I'm still going to go live on this channel. I'm still going to put content on here because it's still a very big channel. But I'm going to start migrating some of the content over there, meaning that I'm going to be doing content over there as well as the Beatmaker Show, as well as Doggie Diamonds verse. But the Interlude TV, it has a TikTok, it has an Instagram, if y'all can follow that. But I do need people to help me post on social media. I do need that. Yeah, I actually got an interview done. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I want to show y'all something. Knowing me. Let's see if I fucked up. Is it this? Let me see. These places turn like a... Okay. So I did my first interview for the Interlude TV. This is my bro Hands. Hands.
96 went back, you know what I'm saying? So I've been,
so
in and out of jail.
His name is Hands On. Respectfully, this is my guy right here from Staten Island. Hands executive produced 3 Method Man albums. He's the one who could get Method Man to rap. Method Man doesn't want to rap anymore, but Method Man will rap if Hands asks him to. He's on Hands project, so Hands is putting out a project. Hands is the guy who snuffed Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe Budden. But that's the dude who snuffed Joe Budden when Joe Budden got snuffed. It wasn't Raekwon, it was him. But he does music. He executive produce albums. He had the Meth Lab. They have the Meth Lab studio, which is Method Man studio. He does a lot in the culture. And he's stepping out. He's done a lot of projects, but he wants, it's his time. You know what I'm saying? He was there for a lot. So we go through a lot of Staten Island history. But that's the guy right there. It's my guy Hands. So he's Hands on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, on Instagram. And yeah, that's the guy who did that. We talk about that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's coming to the channel. So I like the way the interviews is gonna look. Because how I did it was, matter of fact, I can't play it on here because if I play it on here, it could flag the other channel. But how I start the interview is I start it like this, and I say, you know what, I'm going to the studio to do an interview, and then I go to the studio, and then my guest is right here. So it's a lot coming up. I just got some phone calls today from some people who want to get down on the new channel, you know what I'm saying, because they want to help me build it and know that I'm really monetized over there, and they just want to be a part of the new history that's going up. But I didn't realize I had caught mega interviews. I had a lot of shit over there. So but I do need anybody who's good at social media, who doesn't mind posting, who doesn't mind spreading the word. I do need help. So again, I've been trying to, a lot of these guys who you see cover a lot of ground because they got a lot of help. So I need people who can post on Twitter. I need people who can post on Instagram. I need help. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have the funding. I'm not corporate sponsored. It's me for Dolo, but I'm trying to build something. And if you want to be a part of the foundation of the next big thing, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So, gonna stay working. I don't know what these bozos on YouTube is doing with this channel, but anyway, until next time. Yeah, so it is some people who hit me up for let me see. Damn, I can't even find that no more. Remember, if you need promo, hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for promo. You're gonna be on 2 YouTube communities. You know what I'm saying? 2 YouTube communities. And if you need help with your brand, I already did one consultation for somebody. Came out really, really dope. He told me I really, really helped him a lot because I broke it down. A lot of stuff, show you how to do a lot of stuff. So if anything that I do and you say, yo, man, I want to know how to do that, hit me up and let's make it happen, man. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. I appreciate y'all. Tiptoe.